Is your child with developmental disability learning life skill at school? Would you like to teach some life skills at home too? Then you are at the right place. This channel, Dignity in Disability, will help you with a lot of life skills and will also do much, much, much more. So stay tuned. Welcome to my channel Dignity in Disability. I'm Anuradha Deshpande, mother of a young man experiencing intellectual disability, a banker turned clinical psychologist, counselor, and a special educator, and now a digital coach. Founder of Care and Care Life Skill Academy, and I'm on a mission to help 100,000 parents of children experiencing various kind of developmental disability to help them navigate into a life of independence and dignity through my Care Life Skill curriculum. Through this channel, we will be presenting a lot of information on developmental disabilities, life skills, and other related topics through our 2 weekly episodes of Tuesday Tacts and Friday Facts. And these presentations are the essence of my 30 years of association with disability and disability services. And before we do that, please subscribe my channel and ring that bell icon so that you will be the first person to receive notifications or Tuesday Tacts and Friday Facts. Without any more delay, let us talk about self-care skills. Whenever our children are diagnosed for any form of developmental disabilities, we also learn that these conditions impair their day-to-day functioning and other adaptive skills needed for independent living. And then we are advised to seek the expertise of therapists like occupational therapists, speech therapists, behavior therapists, and so on. All these people focus on basic gross motor, fine motor, oral motor, and academic skills. Very few of them even go on to teach some ADL activities. But most of these life skill activities are centered around your home. And these activities you perform every day. If your children are not trained in these life skill activities, then they will depend on you for their day-to-day needs every single day. That is why we should teach all these life skills to them. To know more about self-care skills, let us jump into our mind map and see what it has to offer to us. Life skills are those skills which help us to build our capacities and our adaptive skills to live a very enriched life and achieve independence and dignity. Life skills are usually classified across 5 major domains of development, that is physical, cognitive, emotional, social, and vocational domains. Self-care is a very important aspect of physical domain. Self-care is nothing but taking care of yourself. Self-care skill has 6 key elements, and they are ambulatory skill, personal hygiene, dressing skills, feeding skills, continence, and managing puberty. So let us go and look into each of them. Ambulatory skills are nothing but those skills which are needed to move from one place to another. Locomotive skills are further classified into locomotion skills and object control tasks. Walking, running, galloping, hopping, etc. comes under locomotion skills, and catching, throwing, kicking, picking, pulling, pushing, etc. comes under object control task, where along with the movement, an object is also involved in it. Since motor skills are associated with muscle activity, coordination between brain, nervous system, and muscles are absolutely essential. To achieve best locomotive skills, you should develop agility, balance, coordination, speed, reaction time, and power. Speed, reaction time, and power are usually comes beneficial when you're playing a sport, while all of these are very much required in our day-to-day activities. To have all these aspect of ambulatory skills, your children should exercise and engage in physical activity at least 1 hour a day. They can engage in exercise or play a game or go swimming, dancing, or engage in garden activity. Anything which will keep them physically active and get them moving. Let us see what are personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is how we take care of our body. Personal hygienes are washing hands, bathing, cutting your nails, and these activities which are necessary to keep our personal hygiene. These activities can range from brushing and cleaning your hands to managing menstrual hygiene. Most of these activities have to be done in privacy. That is the reason we have to teach these skills. If you don't teach these skills, then you will be depriving them of the privacy which is directly connected to their dignity. So we have to teach them. In Care Life Skill curriculum, we have given detailed instructions on various activities involved under personal hygiene and step by step method how to perform that. Next comes dressing skills. Dressing skills involve undressing, dressing, and dressing according to the weather outside and also according to the occasion. Dressing may appear very simple activity, but it involves lot of complex skills. Let us see what are they. They are gross and fine motor coordination. It's not only gross and fine motor skill, but they have to be coordinated. For example, if you want to put your pants on, then you require not only gross motor and fine motor skills, but they should be coordinated together. Next is body awareness, bilateral coordination, postural stability, right and left discrimination, motor planning. Apart from these skills, children may require tactile skills, organization skills, and even some bit of reading skills if they want to perform advanced activities in dressing. So, often parents ask me, when is the right time to teach dressing skills to their children? My answer is as soon as they are ready with the prerequisite skills. And if they are not ready with the prerequisite skills, go ahead and teach them each of these skills step by step through task analysis or whatever method your child is comfortable learning. So, there is a note to the parents. Let us read what it is. Children feel a very strong sense of success and independence when they learn to dress. It's a psychological and emotional milestone when they learn to dress. It is very, very important that you should teach these skills to your children. Next is feeding skills. Feeding skills means to feed oneself, eat and drink from various kind of utensils and eat all textures, taste and flavors. A child's progression towards independent feeding requires developmental sequences in oral motor and also fine motor skills. Most of our children find it difficult to feed themselves. And as parents, we are often concerned about their nutrition and health and well being. So much so that we end up feeding them. We not only feed them, we also feed them in liquid and semi liquid forms. I myself am very guilty of it. By this, I've deprived my child the experience of biting, chewing, and gulping, etc. The activities like chewing, biting, gulping, and mixing the food in the mouth, all these activities not only help in feeding but also in speech related issues. So, however difficult these tasks may seem, we should go gradually and teach our children all these skills. A child needs to learn many skills before they are independent in eating and drinking. It may be unrealistic if you expect that they perform all these skills at a time. Slowly introduced activities, once they have mastered it, you can teach more skills. For example, if your child has difficulty in drinking, then start with a sipper cup and later they can be transferred into cup or a glass. Similarly, before teaching the use of spoon, fork, and knife, start with the activity of scooping the food from the plate by a spoon and taking to your mouth. So gradually you can teach other skills. It is always better to seek the advice of the occupational therapist regarding the seating arrangement, especially if your child is not able to sit erect, which is a very important aspect before they start eating on their own. You can also seek the advice of pediatrician or other medical professionals attending to your child regarding food allergies and other food restrictions. Next is continence. Continence are toilet habits. Gaining control over the bladder and bowel function can be termed as continence. Children who have difficulty in forming toilet habits may have complex temperamental traits like mood swings or mood disorder. They will be pretty moody and they will lack persistence. Toilet training is a very complex skill to be taught to your children. That is the reason parents don't want to change the routine of using a diaper or a nappy. So the question arises when to teach these skills. It depends on the readiness of both the parents and the child. Your child is so comfortable in their own nappy and diaper that they don't want to change and do any challenging task. So they may show resistance. If they show resistance, try to teach this at a later date, still working on the areas of resistance. And as far as parents are concerned, you should start toilet training your child when you have sufficient time, patience, and commitment to see through this whole program till your child is able to independently manage their toilet needs. There is a note to the parents that toilet training is a complex activity and very difficult task to teach any child, more so with a child with special needs. Some children take time to learn it and learn it beyond a standard age, while few others don't learn it at all. Secondly, as a rule of thumb, if a girl child is independent in her toilet hygiene, she can learn to manage her menses. So it is essential to try and teach your girl child to use the toilet independently. Next and the last in our list is managing puberty. So puberty is when a child's body begins to develop and change as they become an adult. Puberty is a very sensitive and delicate topic, and even as adults, we refrain from talking about it. So the main aspects of managing puberty are physical changes, sexuality and relationship, management of menstrual hygiene, managing sexual urges, and safety. All these topics are discussed in detail in Care Life Skill curriculum. If you want to learn more about it, join me in my webinar, the link to which is given below. So there is a note to the parents. When there are so many issues daily to tackle with your child, thinking about sexual assault or abuse seems to be an impossible nightmare, and we would like to postpone teaching them. But since our children are most vulnerable to these heinous crimes, we should help them to learn the correct information, manage new changes in them, and also take care of themselves from potential abuse and abusers. So that brings us to the end of today's topic, where we talked about a lot of important aspects of independent living like feeding, dressing, ambulatory skills, personal hygiene, managing puberty, and toilet needs. All these aspects of self-care are explained in great details in Care Life Skill curriculum. If you like this video and you want more such information, then please go and give me a thumbs up and share your views in the comment box. And also please join my Facebook group, the link to which is given, and visit my website www.anuradhadeshpande.com. Please join my webinar, the link to which is given below, and learn about all the life skills across the 5 major domains. That brings us to the end of today's Tuesday Tacts, and I will see you this Friday with another episode of Friday Facts. Till then, goodbye and take good care of yourselves.